Welcome back to the channel, y'all. Today we're going to do an unboxing and I'm pretty excited to get into this and actually start playing around with it. But before I get into that, I just wanted to give a little backstory behind this. I listen to a podcast. It's called Comic Lab. They've been professional cartoonists, webcomics artists, creative types for a while now, and they do this podcast where they share their insights. They just kind of banter back and forth. Even if you're not into cartooning specifically, it's just fun to listen to them talk about stuff honestly. So if you need a new podcast to listen to, check out Comic Lab. So the reason I mention that is because this year the podcast was sponsored by Wacom, and so they were really talking about the Wacom One quite a bit. That was a product that Wacom it's released. It's sort of a entry-level, more accessible drawing display tablet for creatives. So that's been in my head for the year. I've been thinking about it. I've been looking at it. I'm thought, oh, that's could be a cool thing to have and add to my artistic toolkit. So as Christmas was coming up, I may have planted a seed a few times along the way that a Wacom One might be a cool thing to find under the tree. I thought I could get a lot of use out of it. And so come Christmas Day, I got this. Now you might be looking at this and saying, but Chris, that's not a Wacom One. And you're right. This is a Wacom Cintiq 16. My wife decided to upgrade. So I've got a Wacom Cintiq 16 here that I'm going to unbox for today's video. But I just wanted to give that little preamble out of the way, just in case anybody at Wacom happens to see this. Your sponsorship of Comic Lab was a big reason why I have this right now. So let's get into it. So I want to thank my wife, of course, for getting this for me. I want to thank my stepdaughter for keeping this secret. I know she and the two of them, my wife and stepdaughter, were both super excited for me to open this on Christmas morning. I should also say a big thank you to one of our friends, Tiffany. I know my wife, when she was thinking about, when she was looking at the Wacom One, and she was getting some input from a friend of ours about these types of devices. And so they both kind of looked at the specs, they both looked at YouTube videos, and they came to the conclusion that the Wacom Cintiq 16 might work a little better for what I do. Chris, be smarter than the box. Let's go. All right. So here is the packaging. We've got this plug here. There's our power cord right out of the box. Yeah, I'm opening it a second time just to film it from this angle. I'm sure you could probably tell by the way the packaging was put back together, right? It's all about the B-roll. So I noticed this nice little sleeve that the display itself comes in. Oh, nice matte black finish. You can see that there. Super awesome. You've got the kick up legs here on the back. So it can sit at about a 19-degree angle, I think was the spec, something like that. You've got this, oops, don't push on it too much or the legs will, oh, I guess I didn't have them out all the way. So that would be me. You've got this handy-dandy little sleeve pocket here for your pen to sit in, but also that's where your extra nibs are housed. You can also, there's slots on either side, so you can place it on either side depending on what is more comfortable for you. Also in the box, we've got, these are our cables to connect to the computer. You've got your HDMI, your USB. We've got the rest of the power supply here. Had a little bit of tape stuck on it there. Of course, you've got paperwork that comes with it. And then you've got the pen. I'm real eager to get started on all this. So a Cintiq, for anybody who's not aware, is a drawing pen tablet display, basically. You hook it up to your computer, it works as an extra display, but with the pen and everything that comes with it, you can draw right on top of your image like you might normally do. So this video is just straight up to show you what was in the box. I'm going to hook it up to the computer. I'm going to play around with it, test it out. I'll do some future videos with sort of my first impressions using it and showing some of the work that I'm doing with it. So please, if you haven't already, if you are looking forward to those, subscribe to my channel, hit the little notification bell. You'll be alerted when there's new videos on the channel, and you can see some of what I do with it. If you have any of these, if you have the 16, if you have any of the other Cintiqs, if you've got any tips, any advice, if you want to just share links to your work or your channel, feel free to do that in the comments below. I'm going to probably go down this Cintiq rabbit hole quite a bit right now, and can't wait. So I hope you'll stay tuned, and we'll see what we do with it. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay creative. All right. Take care. Ha!